What is up, everybody? Bobby here, the Nintendo Guru. Today is Wednesday. So on Wednesday, it officially becomes NES Day, and I got to talk about an NES game that is near and dear to my heart. So when I started doing these videos, I was doing them for the Geek Guru channel that I had, and I thought to myself, like, I need to bring the two videos that I did do over to here, so this way it's all kind of together. And then I went and I looked, and I was like, holy cow. They're like, one's 20 minutes and the other one's 16 minutes, and I don't even want to watch. Like, I like hearing myself talk, but I just didn't want to do that. And especially since I'm trying to keep things tight and quicker, so people can digest more content if they so choose to. So we're going to eliminate those videos. I'm going to come back and I'm going to talk about the first one that I loved, and that was Mike Tysons Punch Out. And I feel like this game is, for me, the best game on the NES. Like, I put more time into that game than I did any other game that I owned, above and beyond, like, even to this day. Like, I put 600 hours into Animal Crossing New Leaf, and I know for a fact that I put more hours into Mike Tysons Punch Out, because I would spend every waking hour that I had trying to take down Mike Tyson, and I would play him over and over and over and over again. I mean, so much so that I have the code to get to Tyson embedded in my brain without even thinking. Top of my head, 007-373-5963. I put that code in so many times that it's just ingrained in my memory, and I can't get it out of my mind. Like, I don't even know my phone number well, and I know this. Like, I couldn't even tell you my mom's cell phone number. I have to look it up. I could struggle with my wife's number. I could probably figure it out, you know. My dad's cell phone, I don't know what that is. Like, it's to the point where I put that code in so much that it's like there, and I know it without a shadow of a doubt all the time. Got it right there. What I liked about this game was, at the time, Mike Tyson was this mythical being, per se, and nobody could beat Tyson, and he was just wicked. And I'm talking about the real life Mike Tyson, like, at that time. When that game came out, like, it was right around the time that, like, he knocked down Michael Spinks in like 91 seconds, and Spinks was supposed to be this awesome boxer, and like, he was just mowing through the heavyweight division. And they basically took that ideology and implemented it into the game, where he was wicked and hard to beat. And, you know, getting to him was a lot of fun. Like, I remember being a kid and playing baseball on the playground, and my buddies would be, you know, in between innings, and we're practicing throwing the ball around and stuff, and they would just be talking and be like, hey man, did you get the King Hippo? Did you beat King Hippo? And, you know, no, I can't, you know, I can't do it. And then you would hear the secrets, like, well, when he lifts his arm up, punch him in the face, and then start punching him in the stomach. And then when you knock him down, he doesn't get back up. And, you know, so there was all these different things, you know, and like hearing about Super Macho Man and how you beat him, and Soda Popinski, and all these different characters that were just great and awesome. To see them come to life for the first time playing games. And you know, when you played boxing games in the past, you had these weird, like, I remember playing Atari boxing. It was a black guy and a white guy, per se. It was a top-down view. You had a head with two arms, and you would just punch. And the first person to get to 100 punches won and KO'd the other person. Or if you didn't get to 100, whoever had the highest score after the 2-minute round or whatever it was, they won. So, I mean, that was basically the best boxing game we had at that point. You had Rocky for ColecoVision, which was cool and was really awesome, but it was side-scrolling. It was a little different. What made Mike Tyson's Punch Out so different was the interaction that took place in between the rounds. And when Doc Lewis was talking to you in between and telling you what to do and giving you little tips and things like that, and then, like, you know, the boxer would taunt you in between. Your opponent would taunt you if he was beating you up, or if you were beating him up, he would still talk trash. That was just something different that never happened at that time. And it just brought you into the game and just made you enjoy it that much more. Sometimes just getting to the middle rounds, or in between the rounds, to hear what they were going to say to you was so much fun. not just necessarily fighting and all that, but when you found the little tips and tricks and all that, like, there was a lot of things that you could do to figure out and to make this game enjoyable, and just pick it up and go. And Tyson was the enigma. Like, he was the hardest one to beat, and when you lost, it was done. You only got that one shot. You didn't get a bunch of different times. So that's what made it even harder without the code. So when I finally found that code, it was on, and I just utilized it to just fight him, and that was it. So, quick story though, I would want to fight Tyson all the time, and my brother and my cousin, they would want to play Mario Brothers. So they would make a rule with me where we would all take turns. So they would die on Mario Brothers or finish their game, and then I could play. So one person would play, second person would play, and then I would get Punch Out. Well, I would go fight Tyson, I'd lose, and I'd have to sit there for 10, 15, 20 minutes until they died in Mario Brothers so I could get another shot. It wasn't really fair. They just always teamed up on me, and punks. So that is all. I hope you guys enjoyed this edition of wedNESday, Mike Tysons Punch Out. What are your memories of Punch Out? What was the things that stood out to you the most? What character did you like the most? What did you love the most about that game? Let me know in the comments below, please. If you liked the video, like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. Come back next Wednesday. We're going to be talking about another NES game, because that's what we do on Wednesdays here. We celebrate the NES, the best gaming system ever. Maybe. I don't know. So, thank you. Follow me, Instagram, Twitter, Nintendo Gurus. Peace out, Cub Scout.